The late adopter. Hi guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the new video. Today we're doing Bitcoin and maybe some market analysis on what's happening in the world. But first Bitcoin, and the question is it gonna dump, is it gonna pump, what's gonna happen today, because yesterday we had a big dump. So let's get into the charts. As always, make my face smaller, charts bigger, because always a good thing, and see what's actually happening with the markets. Sorry, Bitcoin today, right now. So today, after the 2 days of these big two dumps, today we are a little bit in the green. That's always a good thing. Cannot complain, but we are not out of the dump yet. So let's see where the support and resistance are for Bitcoin now. So right now on the way up, we have this resistance over here at 51,566. That's gonna act as a resistance. You can see here today, even as going up, it hit that resistance and retrace it a little bit back. On the way down, you can see we have this support down here at 44,841. It almost hit that level and bounced. You can see this very clearly on the 4-hourly chart, that it went all the way down to this line over here, and it was trading in the range and it bounced back up. So these are short-term important resistance and support lines that we should be watching at. There is also some resistances up here and supports here, also down here. So entire area down here is actually a support area for us right now, but we have broken it and hit so many times that I don't consider these actually very important. So right now the only important two ones on the daily are these two over here, 44,800, because this is very hard to put at the spot. So these two are actually very important on the daily. On the weekly, we have a very important line all the way down at 38,200. This is a very important support line, and I think if we keep going on down, that 38.2 will actually hold for us, because this is a weekly support line. The higher the time frame, the better the supports and resistance are. So basically this is what we have now. So let's look a little bit on the moving averages, what's happening with the moving averages. And you can see that on the dump we went all the way down to the 20 moving average, and 20 moving average is actually acting as a support for us right now, but we are below the 10 moving average, so that might act as a resistance on the way up. So we are not actually out of the dump yet, and we are in no man's land right now, because we are not quite sure what's going to happen. We're going to check the small time frames in a minute, but right now we got support on the 20. That's the good thing. MACD on the daily, we got the bearish crossover here, but it's not actually confirmed yet, because if we for some reason pump like to 60,000 a day, this will go up, and there will be only touch on the signal line and bounce, but there will be no crossover here. So but basically it looks like it's gonna cross, this is gonna hold, because I'm not quite sure how likely is it that we're gonna pump like really hard today. It might happen, it might not happen. I'm not taking any chances. I'm just saying that this crossover here, it's already happened, and chances are big it's gonna stay there for a couple of days or even a week or more. So keep that in mind, Now let's go down to the small time frame and see what's happening on small time frames. On the 4-hourly, we're gonna just turn off the moving average for a second. We're gonna keep the support and resistance lines, and we're gonna look at the RSI right now. So RSI, we got this divergence, RSI divergence on the 4-hourly. You can see here with this line chart over here. So the price went down, all right, and RSI went up. So that was some kind of divergence, but this already played out, because after this divergence over here, the price pumped, and the divergence is already finished. So we cannot say that we are going to go all the way up, but this was some kind of local bottom for yesterday, and we are going up. You can see also here on the MACD that we are converging on the upside, looking like we are going to get a cross on the MACD, but I'm always saying, and I'm saying it again, MACD on the small time frames doesn't matter. Daily, weekly, monthly, yeah, preferably weekly and monthly. Even daily is there are just too many signals on the MACD to take too seriously. So we are not taking any chance with MACD on the 4-hourly, okay? And let's look at the moving averages on the 4-hourly. And you can see here that we went below the blue line, the 100 moving average. just a second. And now we are holding the 100 moving average. We are above it. We are above the 10 moving average as well, but the 50 and the 20 moving average are up all the way up here. So we are to be bullish, I want this to get above 52 52 52.7, 52.8. So if we can go above 52.8 today or tomorrow, or in couple of sorry, this is not daily, it's for 8 12 next 8 to 12 hours, something like that. That would be nice. That would mean we are very bullish, but right now we are still in a downtrend because the 20 moving average and the 50 are not broken, and we are all the way down here. But the first move is good because we are above the 10 moving average. So this looks like it's gonna have maybe a slightly move further up before we actually get correction. And on the 1 hourly, we're gonna watch the 1 hourly moving averages, and you can see the moving averages after this RSI diversion on the 4 hourly. We got above the 10, got above the 20, went all the way to the 50 moving average, and now we're getting resisted by the 50 moving average. Right now you can see here that it's trying to break the 50 moving average, and that would be really nice because 50 moving average is important. But the one to look for on the 4 hourly is actually this one over here, the 100 moving average. And I wouldn't say we are out of the dump before we break the 100 moving average on the 1 hourly. But that's how these things works. That's how these things work. The good thing is on the 1 hourly we are above the 20 and we are being pushed up, but we just have to see how far we can be pushed up. Right, so all in all, we are not out of dump yet. This looks like some kind of a small bounce to the moving averages, and we won't know actually before maybe tomorrow or something like that, are we out of the dump or not yet. Because if on the 4 hourly, if we start rejecting the 20 and 50 moving average, the time watching now for the short term, that's what I'm looking at. Then I think we might actually go. You can see here that the 52.8 on the daily is corresponds to the 10 moving average. So if we go up and resisting the line and the 52 and start going back down, you can probably assume you're gonna retest the lows over here, and if we break the lows over here, we might go even further down. So for today, nothing is decided yet. We did have some small correction back where we should have the small correction on the upside, but we are not out of the dump yet. Now for the bonus content, because we all know that Bitcoin has to dump sometime, the bubble has to burst sometime, and I think the bursting of the bubble on the Bitcoin is gonna correspond to the bursting of the entire market. So I want to show you something on the Dow Jones index. So we're gonna zoom out on the weekly over here. I'm gonna show you some two very nice lines over here. Let me clear this out so I can explain to you. So basically this is the Dow Jones index, and it's hitting some highs right now. So after this round up over here, it climbed all the way back to the resistance line up here, and now it's riding the resistance line. So break of the resistance lines would mean we are very bullish. Rejecting of the resistance line means we are bearish, but this can take a while because this is a weekly chart. Down here we can see this very nice support line that's going all the way down. So this is some kind of expanding megaphone pattern, right? So if we get rejected, we can expect a new hit all the way down on the bottom lines. You can see also this hit corresponds very well to the tops over here, and if we start going down and break this over here, we might expect even to go as far down as these levels of here, 14,000. This is like 50% correction, something like that. Yeah, 50% correction all the way from the top to the bottom. And if you also see the end of December 27th, the end of the 2021, it corresponds to the bottom here and in this megaphone pattern. So will this happen or not? That depends. You can see here on the on this dump, 2018 dump, how it might actually work out. I don't think we're gonna get straight to drop down there, but it might be something like this, slowly dropping all the way down to the to the new resistance line. So I am saying this because there's been a lot of talking that markets are gonna crash and stuff, you know, it's gonna be very bad. So I'm thinking that might also correspond to the Bitcoin bubble bursting and everything bursting all together, right? So that might be something to have in the back of your mind when the bubble bursts. I don't think that's quite yet. This is a weekly chart, so we have still some room to go. We can do some zigzag pattern up here and then start going down, you know. So nobody knows, nobody's. I think it was interesting to add it to the Bitcoin video, so take it however you like. Now it's your turn to subscribe to the channel. As always, give me a like. No free lunch in this world. I give you something, you give me something. That's how the transactions work, the capitalism, right? So anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna make another video later today about Ethereum. Make sure to get that one. Turn on notifications because I know a lot of people don't get the notifications and stuff like. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.